Well, we would like to welcome you to the 2021 National Maine-Anjou Pin Cattle Show. We will start today with our heifers and then lead on into the bulls. There are programs at a table back over here by the entrance as well as up here by the announcer stand. So if you would like that information, we'd be glad to get it to you. Many of these cattle today will be in our bright light sale coming up on Sunday there at 3 p.m. Over in the Super Barn. So we have catalogs available as well. So if there's any information we can get you, please let us know. We'll get started here in just a few minutes, but we appreciate you coming to watch our pin show today, and we'll get going here momentarily. Okay, well, we'll get started here with Class 1, starting off our Maine-Anjou Pin of 3 females. We have a single entry in this division, brought to you today by Willow Springs from Prairie Grove, Arkansas. First heifer in the ring will be the heifer WSCC Winnie 119H. She's a July 6th of 2020, had a weight per day of age of 2.7, ribeye at 9.69. This heifer has a host of EPDs there as well, if you look at that suite, if you have there on your entry. So this will be the first heifer there out of Class 1, WSCC Winnie 119H. Our judges for our National Maine-Anjou Pin Show today are Mr. Bob May from Mineral Point, Wisconsin. There in Wisconsin, Bob and his family operate May cattle. They run around 150 Angus-based cows and breed all maternal, sell a set of registered females every year, around 50 commercial bulls per year. Along with Bob is Mr. Scott Werning from Emory, South Dakota, 2006 graduate of South Dakota State, member of the livestock judging team there, and a member of the National Champion Meat Animal Evaluation Team. Scott raises Simmental and Angus cattle and sells about 250 bulls and 150 females every year. In 2021 will mark their 40th annual sale. Our third judge today is Mr. Brandon Callis of Minka, Oklahoma. Brandon's at Redlands Community College. He's the competitive ag teams coordinator. He owns a small herd of Simmental influenced cattle. Brandon's a graduate of Connors State College as well as Texas A&M University. We appreciate all three of these guys being with us today. The heifer that's in the ring right now is heifer WSCC Winnie 96H. She's a May 20th of 2020. So that leaves the final member of this pin, WSCC Winnie 101H. She's a May 21st of 2020. She had a weight per day of age of 2.5, had a weight at 579. Again, this pen was brought to you by Willow Springs Cattle Company from Prairie Grove, Arkansas, the Walker family. They raise many breeds, but primarily focus on Maine-Anjou cattle, have multiple sales per year, both online and always have cattle available too there at the ranch. So be glad to visit with those guys if you're in the market for not only junior show heifers as well as bulls. Again, this is entry 100 out of Class 1 in our Maine-Anjou Pen Heifer Show. Brought to you by Willow Springs Cattle Company. Owners are the Walker family, Eric Lindsay and family. Manager is Cody Green. They're out of Prairie Grove, Arkansas. They are very junior focused, feel strong that the junior livestock programs are full of life building lessons. WSCC strives to provide opportunities not only to their customers, but all juniors alike.
Well, good afternoon. That's loud. Single entry, definitely we thought could use more competition. Lots of look, lots of quality, structural base is really, really good. And as consistent as they are, there's still a really strong individual there on the end of this group there as well. So really nice set here, nice way to get us started here in the show.
Thank you, Brandon. So in the results in the Grand Champion Pen of 3 Maine-Anjou females is entry 100 here, brought to you by Willow Springs Cattle Company, Prairie Grove, Arkansas. We'll pick up with Class 2 in your programs in just a second. We'll let them re-rack here real quick and then get going. We'll start off with entry 102. Okay. Here with entry 102, the first heifer in is TLLC Serenity. It'd be the third heifer in this particular entry. She is a May 14th of 2020. She had a weight per div age of 2.8, weighed at 680, scanned with a 9.22 ribeye. Brought to you by Tyler Loudon of Creston, Iowa. Team T-Bone is owners Tyler, Tim, and Karen Loudon of Creston there. Tyler is an active member of the Junior Maine-Anjou program. His herd reaches all avenues of the Maine-Anjou breed, from Maines, MaineTainers, Maine Angus, and even some full-bloods. His parents, Tim and Karen Loudon, have been Maine-Anjou breeders for over 30 years. Combined, they have over 100 head of Maine-influenced cows. Tyler really likes the Maine-Anjou breed for its muscle and growth factors and enjoys working with his dad during breeding season to integrate their matings with their other breeds of Key, Simmental, and Angus genetics. They have many cattle for sale as well. Upcoming sale information. All three of the heifers from this pen will be on the Maine-Anjou Bright Light sale tomorrow afternoon. Tyler's hoping to help start another junior Maine-Anjou member with a heifer from the 2021 National Junior Maine-Anjou Show held right here in Oklahoma this summer. Tyler is a great example of the youth we are raising in this breed and their dedication to it. Tyler also has two MaineTainer bulls in tomorrow's sale, a Key bull in the C, the different sale, and a purebred Simmental bull in the Bricktown National sale, all held here during the Congress. Stop by and check out his cattle and chat with him about his breeding program, or if you wish to stay a bit longer and bring up some fishing. And Tyler's entry right here, the heifer that's currently in the ring, is TLLC Maddie. She's a May 15th of 2020. Had a weight per day of age of 2.9 and a weight at 695, scanned with an 8.97 ribeye. To note, this is lot 14 in the Bright Light sale, lot 14. The final member of Loudon's Pen is TLLC Miss Kitty. She's a May 17th of 2020, had a weight per day of age of 3.2, actual weight at 770, and a ribeye area of 10.56. And this Miss Kitty is also lot 15 in the Bright Light sale. Tyler's pen had an average weight of 715 with a weight per day of age of 3.0, an average scan ribeye at 9.58. Okay, with the Loudon pin, entry 102 will exit the ring now. We'll bring in the second entry in Class 2 MaineTainer pin of 3 females with entry 101. Brought to you by Boe Land and Cattle. The first entry is, our first heifer in the ring is Miss Leanne. She's a March 5th of 2020. Had a weight per day of age of 3.13 and actual weight at 970 and scanned with a 13.4 ribeye. Miss Leanne is also lot 10 in our bright light cell. Boe Land and Cattle has been breeding Maine-Anjou cattle since 1981. Mark and his wife Lisa and their 2 children, Nick and Megan, are from Byers, Colorado. Boe Land and Cattle focus on genetics which are highly productive. The Beaupreys have promoted their cattle all across the United States as well as Canada. Their known bulls they have raised include Garth, Epic, Game Changer, Gronk, Fame, and Done Deal. Good quality females are the basis of their herd, and they are always trying to improve their genetics and breed the best cattle possible. Along with selling bulls in the Bright Light sale, they have always have cattle available for private treaty at the ranch, and would love for you to come by their ranch there in Byers, Colorado.
He sent it in plenty of time. I just didn't have time.
Gotcha. Okay, the next heifer in for entry 101 is Miss Abilene. She had an actual weight at 920, a weight per day of age of 3.18, scanned with a 13.57 ribeye. Miss Abilene is also lot 11 in our bright light cell.
And I'm saving this.
Next heifer in is the final member of the Boe pen. This is Boe Roxy. She's a February 25th of 2020. Had an actual weight of 1,095, a weight per day of age of 3.43, and scanned with the 15.54 ribeye. She is also lot 7 in the bright light sale coming up tomorrow. We would like to remind all of you of our sale that will be tomorrow at 3 p.m. in the Super Arena, along with maybe attending the Maine Exchange sale, primarily a frozen genetics sale that will be at the Cattlemen Steakhouse tonight. Social starts at 6, sale starts at 7. Tyler Humphrey manages that and has put together a tremendous set of Maine genetics. We hope you can join us there this evening. Again, the Boe pen had an average weight of 995 and a weight per day of age of 3.25, scanned with an average at 14.17 ribeye area. This is entry 101. We will now be showing for our champion MaineTainer Pen of 3 females. We have entry 102 and entry 101 in the ring now. The judges will take a little bit and make their selection for our champion and reserve champion Pen of 3 MaineTainer females. So results of our champion MaineTainer Pen of 3 females. Our champion pen goes to entry 101 from Boe Land and Cattle. Our reserve champion pen of MaineTainer females goes to Tyler Loudon and family from Creston, Iowa. We'll turn it over to the judges to discuss these females. You bet. Let's give them a round of applause. And Scott, we'll turn it over to you.
Test 1, 2. Well, good afternoon. Yeah, just a couple pens of MaineTainer heifers here, and I think these firms brought two really nice pens to town here. We're going to use this pen here, 101, just a really, really intriguing pen of heifers, I think, from just boldness and body, and just got a really, really productive look to them. Heifers that got some skeletal width, or big-topped, big-ended females that still got a cowy look to them. I think just there's a lot of things to like about those three, and they all fit together real nice from a uniformity standpoint. Just all three of them just got some muscle and some substance and some body, and really I think a neat pen, and I encourage you to go back and study them and check them out back in the pens. We got a May pen here. It's going to be reserved. So we got some age difference here. I don't think we need to discount these heifers. They kind of fit, I think, their age. I think both pens, but I think a nice pen of heifers as well. Particularly, like heifers on both sides of them. the heifer on the end there that came in last. I think she's really, really nice. I think she's one to definitely look into. And then I think the heifer on the other end, I think's particularly got a large amount of future to her as well. But heifers, again, got some bone, got some substance, got some body, got some future to them. Maybe just didn't have quite the uniformity in the length and productive look as our champion pen. But I think two really nice pens of MaineTainer heifers. Congratulations to these firms.
Thank you, Scott. Again, and you bet, give him a hand. Results of our MaineTainer Pen of 3 female show. Champion win went to Boe Land and Cattle with entry 101. Reserve went to Tyler Loudon Family Team T-Bone with entry 102. All 6 of these heifers are in our Bright Light sale tomorrow at 3. They are stalled there in barn 4. I know if you would love to take a closer look and visit with the breeders, they would love to have you come by their stalls. We'll take just a few minutes and get their pictures of these 2 champion pens, and then we'll start off our bull shows. So bear with us just momentarily here. Well, folks, we are close to starting our Maine-Anjou Pen of 3 Bull Show here in just a few minutes. Would like to remind all of you there are programs and also bright light cell catalogs over on the table over here to my left and also right here by the stand. If you need any of that information, please let us know. We'll get it out there for you. Many of these cattle on the show today will be in the bright light cell tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. We'll pick back up here in just a second with Class 3 if you have a program with entry 103. Okay, folks, we'll pick back up and start our Maine-Anjou Pen of 3 Bull Show here, starting with Class 3 with entry 103, brought to you by Buck Morton Cattle Company. Again, judging our Pen Bull Show today is Mr. Bob May from Mineral Point, Wisconsin, Brandon Callis from Meco, Oklahoma, and Mr. Scott Werning from Emory, South Dakota. The first bull coming in the ring is BKMT High Roller 12H. He had an actual weight of 1185, a weight per day of age of 4.0, measured with a scrotal of 50 centimeters, scanned with a ribeye of 15.07. Buck Morton Cattle Company is a partnership between Buck Cattle Company and Morton Cattle Company that has spanned over 30 years. The program has grown exponentially since 2012. when the partnership was joined by Brett Carter, built upon generations of maternal-oriented cow families and a practical approach in terms of quality and function, the use of IBF and conventional embryo transfer along with natural service, and using the very best in Maine-Anjou bulls that has allowed them and the program to move forward quickly. Annual sales are held each year in March and October, along with online sales, and in April, May, November, and December. And throughout the year, they have private treaty bulls available. The bull that's in the ring now is BKMT High Class 07H. He's a March 23rd, 2020. He had an actual weight of 1130, a weight per day of age of 3.9, measured with a scrotal of 38 and scanned with a 16.41 ribeye. This bull is also lot 31 in our bright light cell. And the final member of entry 103 is BKMT High Society 10H. He's a March 4th of 2020, weighed 1,210 pounds, had a weight per day of age of 3.9, measured with a scrotal of 36, scanned with a ribeye of 18.73. Again, that was entry 103 with a pin average weight at 1,175, weight per day of age of 3.9, scrotal at 41.3, a ribeye at 16.7. Entry 103. Next pin in is entry 104, brought to you by Beaupre Land and Cattle. The first bull in is Boe Brooks. He's a March 5th, 2020. Weighed 1,080, had a weight per day of age of 3.5, measured with a 38 scrotal circumference, had a ribeye area of 15.96. Boe Brooks is also lot 25 in our bright light cell. Beaupre Land and Cattle has been breeding Maine-Anjou cattle since 1981. Mark and his wife Lisa and their two children, Nick and Megan, are from Byers, Colorado. They focus on genetics, which are highly productive. The Beaupres have promoted their cattle all across the United States as well as Canada. Their known bulls they have raised includes Garth, Epic, Game Changer, Gronk, Fame, and Done Deal. Good quality females are the basis of their herd, and they are always trying to improve their genetics and breed the best cattle possible. Along with selling bulls in the bright light sale, they always have cattle available for private treaty there at the ranch. Okay, the next bull in for entry 104 is Boe Flex. He's a March 10th of 2020. He had a weight of 1,115 pounds, a weight per day of age of 3.7, measured with a scrotal of 35.5, scanned with a ribeye at 15.47. Boe Flex is also lot 42 in our bright light cell. The final bull for entry 104 is Boe Conway. He's a March 3rd of 2020, weighed 1,170 pounds, had a weight per day of age of 3.8, measured with a scrotal at 40, scanned with a ribeye area of 15.3. Boe Conway is also lot 24 in our bright light cell. Pin averages for entry 104 is a weight per day of age of 3.6, a weight at 1,122, scrotal measurement of 37.8, ribeye area of 15.6, and back fat at 0.3. Again, that is entry 104 in the ring, brought to you by Boe Land and Cattle. Would like to remind all of you these cattle are penned primarily in barn 4. The breeders would love for you to come by and take a closer look, talk to them about their sell entries along with just their programs at home as well. Please join us there in barn 4. So results of Class 3, your class winning pen went to entry 103, brought to you by Buck Morton Cattle Company. Second in this class was entry 104, brought to you by Boe Land and Cattle.
We got a really good representation here in this this class of bulls. That being said, this trio of bulls that we're going to start with, I love their body length. Their skeletal makeup is tremendous. I like cattle with some length of spine. They certainly cover that track really, really good. Their cattle are really clean in their sheath. They're clean in their underline. Tremendous bone work on these bulls. Really good footed set of bulls. I like when these bulls were turned loose, the way they could go in motion. Just a really exceptional trio of bulls. These bulls fit together really good. The bull in the middle probably maybe gives up just a Scotia frame, but it's really not enough to worry about. Just an awesome set of bulls that fit together really good. And again, like I would reiterate, I love their overall body length and their inner dimension that these bulls possess. Really good from hooks to pins, and really a good nutted set of bulls. The set of bulls that come second in this class, again, these set of bulls are really nice in their overall body, their length and skeleton. They're a set of bulls maybe that give up just a little bit of bone work underneath compared to the bulls that go out ahead of them. But I love their length, the way they lay flat in their shoulder. They're a set of bulls that I think they go good enough at the ground, good testicle kind of cattle. Just a really nice trio of bulls also. Like I said, they probably give up just a little bone work compared to the bulls that beat them in this class, but awfully good representation in this class.
Thank you. So again, results of Class 3, 103 was 1, and 104 was second. Now coming in will be Class 4 Maine-Anjou pen of 3 bulls. Okay, coming in the ring now is entry 105. First bull in is EVFM Smash 319H. He's a March 10th of 2020, had a weight of 1,020, a weight per day of age of 3.3, measured with a 33 scrotal circumference, scanned with a ribeye of 15.75. EVFM Smash is also lot 26 in our bright light cell. These bulls today are brought to you by Eastview Maines. They started in the late 1990s selling purebred Maine bulls and haven't stopped. DJ and Amy have 4 children, Kendra, Riley, Mesa, and Charlie. They live in southwest Minnesota and run around 150 registered Maine cows. They sell bulls at the National Western Stock Show, Black Hills Stock Show, and Watertown Farm Show, plus private treaty throughout the year. They have an online female sale in the fall, and visitors are always welcome there at the ranch. The second bull in is EVFM Blackout 91H. He's a March 11th, 2020, had a weight of 1,050, a weight per day of age of 3.5, measured with a scrotal of 34, scanned with a ribeye area of 13.68. This bull is also lot 27 in our Bright Lights bull sale. The next bull in is EVFM Mr. Mafia 52H. He's a February 10th of 2020. He weighed 1,185, had a weight per day of age of 3.5, measured with a scrotal of 35, scanned with a ribeye of 16.7. Pin averages for Eastview's pin was a weight of 1,085, a weight per day of age of 3.4, scroll circumference at 34, ribeye area at 15.4, and a back fat at 0.3. Again, this is entry 105. Okay. Next in Class 4 is entry 106. First bull in will be OHL heavy hitter 9162H. He's a February 26th of 2020. He had an actual weight of 1,215, a weight per day of age of 3.8, measured with a scrotal of 34, scanned with a ribeye of 14.92. This bull is also lot 21 in our bright light cell. Entry 106 is brought to us by Wayne and Barb Ulrichs that are located in Norfolk, Nebraska. There they own and operate a purebred cattle operation consisting of Maines, Key-Maines, Simmies, and Angus, along with raising a few show steers. Their primary goal is to simply raise high-quality cattle that work for all aspects of the cattle industry. Soundness, disposition, and performance, as well as look, are all traits they breed for. They host 2 online sales on show circuit in the fall and an annual bull sale that's held at their place the first Friday of February, which will be Ulrichs and Friends' 14th annual bull sale, February 5th of 2021. Visitors are always welcome. They'd love to have you come by their place there in Norfolk, Nebraska. The next bull in is OHL Handshake 3118H. He's a March 1st of 2020. He had an actual weight of 1,115, a weight per day of age of 3.6, a scroll of 33, and scanned with a 14.64 ribeye. Handshake is also lot 22 in our bright light cell. If you did happen to grab one of the pink supplemental sheets, the data is correct there, just the name of the animal is incorrect. But lot 22 is the bull that's in the ring right now. The next and final bull is OHL Hot Topic 4192H. He's a March 2nd of 2020, weighed 1,105, had a weight per day of age of 3.5, measured with a 31 centimeter scrotal, scanned with a ribeye of 14.5. Hot Topic is also lot 23 in our bright light cell. The pin averages for entry 106 were a weight of 1,145, weight per day of age of 3.6, scrotal at 32.7, ribeye at 14.7, and back fat at 0.2. Again, this is entry 106, brought to you by Wayne and Barb Ulrichs. Just another note concerning one of the bulls in this pen, if you happen to grab one of the pink supplemental sheets for the bright light cell, lot 22 is actually OHL Handshake. The name should be corrected, along with the birth date at March 1st, 2020, and weight at 1,115. The rest of the scan data is correct, but just had a slight error there on our part and wanted to get it corrected. Again, this is Class 4 Maine-Anjou Pen of 3 bulls with entries 105 and 106 in the ring now. Okay, results of Class 4. First place went to entry 106, brought to you by Ulrich's Cattle. Second place went to entry 105 from Eastview Farms. Okay, Brandon.
Another really good group that we have here. Both these pens, just a lot of power, a lot of muscle, some rib cage in these bulls there as well. The pen we're going to elect to start with, in my mind, maybe just a little more consistency in kind from one end to the other. Got a pretty outstanding individual in that group as well. And this pen at second, again, there's a lot of quality in there, just a little different maybe in what they are looked at and what they're built like. But I think two really good sets of bulls.
Thank you. Again, results of Class 4. First place went to entry 106, and second went to entry 105. Here in just a second, we'll bring Class 5 in with entry 107. The next class is Class 5 with bulls calved after January 1st, 2020. Group of February's here, entry 107. Brought to you by Michael and Jennifer Rigby of Fairview, Utah, and family there. First bull in is Rigby's Evolution 79H. He's of February 29th of 2020. He had a weight of 900, a weight per day of age of 2.9, measured with a scrotal of 29.5, had a ribeye area of 13.14. The bull in the ring now is also lot 39 in our bright light cell. The second bull in is Rigby's Databank Max 71H. He's a February 12th of 2020. Had a weight of 850, a weight per day of age of 2.6. Had a scrotal of 32 and scanned with a ribeye of 11.82. Again, this is Rigby's Databank Max. The bull to ring is also lot 34 in our bright light cell. The next bull in is the final entry, or final member of entry 107, Rigby's Evolution 78H. It's a February 12th of 2020. He had a weight of 935 pounds, a weight per day of age of 2.8, scroll circumference of 30.5, and scanned with a ribeye of 12.59. This bull is also lot 35 in our bright light cell. So results of Class 5, single entry here, entry 107 will be our class winner. They had a pin average of weight of 895, weight per day of age at 2.7, a scrotal at 30.7, a ribeye at 12.5. Brought to you by the Rigby family of Fairview, Utah.
A single entry here, February bulls. I think just a really uniform pen. They can really fit together, I think, as far as size and type. One thing I appreciate these bulls, they're really lean today. I think you can appreciate they look like they haven't been pushed on maybe as much as some, but they I think got some quality to them. I think there's a couple individuals in here really got some balance and some quality that I like that, just that balanced, complete look that they have. Congratulations to these exhibitors for bringing these bulls to town. We'll get them back out here in a little bit.
Thank you, Scott. Again, results of Class 5. First place goes to entry 107. Here in just a second, we'll pick up with our final entry in the Maine-Anjou Pen of 3 Bulls, Class 6, with entry 108. Okay, we'll get started here. The first bull to come in for entry 106 is PRV Good Money 9050G. He's an April 2nd of 2019. Had an actual weight of 1,500 pounds, a weight per day of age at 2.3, a scrotal at 42, and scanned with a ribeye of 16.18 and a fat at 0.16. PRV Good Money is also Lot 19 in our Bright Lights bull sale. Lot 108 is brought to you by Par 5 Cattle Company, located in Lake City, South Dakota, where they run a 400 cow operation consisting of 150 registered Maine cows, and the others are commercial Angus and club calves. They hold an online female and show steer sale entitled Off the Beaten Path in October. They market bulls private treaty and have consignment sales throughout the year. The Ringkov family has been a part of the Maine breed for a decade, where they participated in junior shows all across the country. All 3 bulls in the pen today are a part of the 2021 Bright Light sale. Come by our stalls to talk more about our bulls and our family's operation. Next bull coming in is PRV Good Management 9130G. He's an April 7th of 2019. He weighed 1,630 pounds, had a weight per day of age of 2.5, measured with a 36.5 scrotal, and scanned with a ribeye of 15.11. PRV Good Management is also Lot 20 in your Bright Lights catalog. The final member of entry 108 here is PRV Growth Fund 9024G. He's an April 1st, 2019, weighed 1,705 pounds, had a weight per day of age of 2.6, measured with a scrotal of 41.5, had a ribeye area of 16.65. PRV Growth Fund is also lot 18 in our bright light cell. Again, this is entry 108 in the ring with pin averages. Weight at 1,667 pounds. Weight per day of age at 2.5. Scrotal at 39 centimeters. Ribeye area at 15.9. And back fat at 0.2. Brought to you by Par 5 Cattle Company of Lake City, South Dakota. Again, this is entry 108. These bulls are lot 18, 19, and 20 in the bright light cell.
These older bulls we're looking at, they share a commonality of the last group of bulls I talked about in terms of the first thing that strikes you about this set of bulls, incredible body length on these bulls from one end to the other. They're a good bone set of bulls. They're a set of bulls that read good on paper. Their testicle size is good enough. They've certainly got some good yearling weight and some good weaning weights on them. Just a really, really nice set of bulls. I think it bears mentioning the disposition on these things is tremendous. I mean, I know that means a lot to a lot of people. It means a lot to me. But just an awesome set of bulls. They fit together good. Again, I would reiterate the body length on these things is exceptional. They lay good in their shoulder. Maybe if I could expand the foot width on these bulls just ever so slightly, I would, but that's being critical of an awful nice trio of bulls.
Thank you, Bob. Again, results of Class 6. First place goes to entry 108. Bear with us momentarily, and we will bring back our class winners for the selection of champion and reserve champion Pen of 3 Maine-Anjou bulls. Currently coming in is the winner of Class 3, entry 103, brought to you by Buck Morton Cattle Company. Then we will have our Class 4 winning pin, entry 106, brought to you by Wayne and Bar Boe, followed by our Class 5 winning entry 107, brought to you by the Rigby family. And then followed in there by Class 6, who just won the last class, entry 108, brought to you by Par 5 Cattle Company. Would like to remind everyone once again, many of these bulls will be in our Bright Light sale tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. in the Super Barn Arena. They will be on display at 2 o'clock over there as well. We hope that you will also consider joining us for the Maine Exchange sale tonight down at Cattlemen Steakhouse. I believe the events there start at the social hour at 6, followed by the sale at 7. Our judges today, once again, Mr. Brandon Callis of Minka, Oklahoma. Brandon is the competitive ag teams coordinator at Redlands Community College. He's a graduate of both Connors State College and Texas A&M, originally from Needville, Texas. He and his family own a small herd of Simmental influenced cattle, and his kids exhibit not only breeding cattle as well as some show steers here in the state of Oklahoma as well as throughout the country. Brandon's judging mates are Mr. Bob May from Mineral Point, Wisconsin, where he and his family operate May Cattle Company. They run around 150 Angus cows and breed all maternal. They sell a set of registered females every year and around 50 commercial bulls. Also, Mr. Scott Werning from Emory, South Dakota. Scott's a 2006 graduate of South Dakota State University, a member of the livestock judging team and national champion meat animal evaluation team. Scott and his family raise Simmental and Angus cattle, sell about 250 bulls and 150 females per year. In 2021, it will mark their 40th annual sale there at the ranch in Emory, South Dakota. We appreciate their work so far. Let's give them a big round of applause, please. As the judges are going through making their final selections, we would like to recognize a few folks that have helped us along today. Of course, in the blue coat, you see our National Junior Maine-Anjou officers and members of our junior directors. We appreciate all their work, headed up by our gate boss as well, Mr. Tom Wagner of Tipton, Iowa. Tom's helped us for many years, and we really appreciate all his help throughout the years. Let's give them a hand for all their efforts. So results of our champion Maine-Anjou Pen of 3 bulls. Our reserve champion pin goes to entry 106, brought to you by Wayne and Barb Ulrichs. And our champion Maine-Anjou pin is entry 103, brought to you by Buck Morton Cattle Company. Put your hands together on a great set of bulls. Folks, hang on just a second. I apologize. We have a second in that class. So just hold up. I apologize. We have a second. We can go ahead and pull our champion pin out. Sorry about that. Yes, sorry about that. I apologize. That is totally my fault. So coming in second out of Class 3 will be entry 104, brought to you by Beaupre Land and Cattle. So again, coming in now is second place out of Class 3, entry 104, brought to you by Beaupre Land and Cattle. So now, our reserve champion Maine-Anjou Pen of 3 bulls goes to entry 106, brought to you by Wayne and Barb Ulrichs of Norfolk, Nebraska. Let's give them a round of applause, folks.
Whoever. Hey, Chris. Am I gonna talk?
A really good set of bulls there all the way through, really. All 7 pins were nice. And then our top 2 pins, we thought just maybe had the edge and just uniformity maybe even, and quality and stoutness and just some little things they put together. But really a nice set of bulls all the way through.
Here momentarily, we will start our MaineTainer Pen of 3 bulls. with Class 4. Would like to remind everyone, many of these bulls are in our Bright Lights Bull Sale tomorrow afternoon in the Super Barn at 3 p.m. The sale preview will be at 2 p.m. there in that area. Also, we'd like to invite you to join us at the Maine Exchange Sale this evening at the Cattlemen's in Stockyard City. Social hour starts at 6 with the sale to follow at 7.
Hey, Josh.
We'll start right here with our MaineTainer bulls there at Class 4. Coming in with entry 109. We will start here in just a few minutes with our final pin entry of MaineTainer bulls. Again, our judges today are Mr. Bob May of Mineral Point, Wisconsin, Mr. Brandon Callis of Miko, Oklahoma, and Scott Werning of Emory, South Dakota. Okay, we will start here with entry 109. The first bull in is BBR Hercules 84H. He's a March 4th, 2020 bull that weighed 1,250 pounds, had a scroll circumference of 40 centimeters, a rib area of 15.54. This pin is brought to you by Blind Badger Ranch of Fort Morgan, Colorado. The owners are Jim Head and Bud Gamble, managers Brian Fox and Mike Hansen. Blind Badger Ranch was established the South Ranch of Fort Morgan in 1999 when they purchased 12,000 acres of pasture and dryland farm ground. Blind Badger Ranch now consists of 6,800 acres of dryland and 700 acres of irrigated ground that supports wheat, millet, corn, and hay. In addition, they run now 9,000 acres of pasture grass. This 500 cow-calf operation consists primarily of Maine-Anjou, Angus, and Simmental-influenced females that are the base for our program. Our breeding program consists of an extensive artificial insemination and ET program, and is also designed for calving in January through May. The pairs are then run on native grass through the summer. A group of calves will be handpicked and broke in preparation for private treaty sales in the fall. Bull calves are sold at the National Western Stock Show and the Nebraska Cattlemen's Classic, with the remainder of the offered private treaty at the ranch. The second bull in the ring is BBR Hurricane 179H. He's an April 4th of 2020. He had a weight of 1,110 pounds, had a scrotal of 33, scanned with a ribeye of 17.13. BBR Hurricane is also lot 51 in our Bright Light sale. The third member of the Blind Badger pen is BBR Harley, 171H. He's an April 8th of 2020. He had a weight of 1,100 pounds, a scrotal of 35.5, ribeye area at 12.69. BBR Harley is also lot 53 in our Bright Lights bull sale. Actually, that again, this is Class 4 in our MaineTainer Pen of 3 Bulls. This is entry 109, which also will automatically be our champion MaineTainer pen, brought to you by Blind Badger Ranch. We will pull them back out and have the judges' final comments.
Just one pin and your champion MaineTainer pin here, but boy, we really like these bulls. I think just a lot of good to all three of these. And from a pen standpoint, they're really uniform, and then we're just uniform in a good way, just super high quality. Really like the feet and legs on these bulls, and still got a lot of power and substance and body. They got some length, they got some width. Just got a real functional look to them with some extras. I think just a really impressive class of these bulls, and really all day today. I think I believe most of these bulls all sell in the sale, and I'd encourage everyone just to look through all the bulls we saw today and go ahead and pick out the ones that got the pieces and the parts and the numbers and the data that you're looking for. I thought we saw an awful lot of good bulls today that sell in that sale. So congratulations to this firm on Champion Pen. I think really exceptional trio of bulls.
Congratulations once again to our champion MaineTainer pen, brought to you by Blind Badger Ranch of Fort Morgan, Colorado. Once again, we hope you'll join us for our Bright Light sale tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. in the Super Barn Arena with the sale preview at 2. Many of these bulls shown here today will be in that sale. Along with, would like to invite you to the Maine Exchange Frozen Genetics sale this evening at Cattlemen Steakhouse in Stockyard City. Social hours start at 6 p.m., followed there with the sale at 7 p.m. Thanks once again for tuning in at home, and those of you in attendance, we appreciate you coming here and watching our Pen Bull show for the American Maine-Anjou portion. Along with, we'd like to invite you to the stall area there in Barn 4 if you'd like to look at these bulls a little closer and visit with the breeders. Have a great evening.